Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 6 of our Better Minecraft Plus Let's Play series, where today we are going to start working on getting ready for Create. So let's get started. Okay, so couple updates to our base here. Done a little bit of expansion in between episodes. First off, our tower is taller now. The reason being for this is I want to make this a windmill from Create. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. It was commented. Let me pull up my comments real quick from the past episode or two. Let me see. Gio Flores said that instead of that tower being a medieval tower, it could be used to do a windmill for Create. And lo and behold, I was already actually working on this, but fantastic idea. We think a lot alike there, Gio. So yeah, we're going to build a windmill out of this tower. So I went ahead and I bricked up the floor here, and we still have our mine down here. And then if we, climb up to the top extremely slowly, still going. Don't hit shift, wrong button. Still going, climb up to the top here, bam. We can see everything from the top of our tower, jump off if we so choose, which we will because it's faster. But if we look down here a little bit, which I realize I don't have any building blocks on me at the moment. I dumped everything into my inventory because I've been doing some mining. Anyway, there's a piece of cobble here, which is where the windmill is going to go. You can see. So that's where we're going to start the windmill. And I'll build a little platform here so we can actually build without dying. But yeah, also, by the way, I installed a zoom mod. Wow, that was pretty crazy. So yeah, we can zoom as long as it works here. Description, check the description for what that mod is, though obviously it has some weird rendering issues on zooming far out. But hey, you know what? It's better than nothing. So there is our tower, and I'll probably end up changing, maybe we'll see. It's a lot of work. There's no exchanging gadget or anything. So having to actually change all these blocks is a nightmare because it basically requires you to rebuild. And so, yeah, we did stone bricks. We're sticking with stone bricks, most likely. So let's go into our base. I want to grab some cobblestone here. And I don't know why the GEI always turns off, but we have cobble. And if we look back here, there's a big old hole in our back area of our house, right? And there's what looks to be a doorway here because I have been working on expanding out our base. I've been doing some digging, some terraforming and everything. I realized building up like this on the stilts and everything is really going to limit me, especially when it comes to like create and running things and our storage network and stuff. It's going to limit how I'm able to build, and I feel like it's going to have a lot of wires showing and stuff, or shafts, I guess you would say, for Create. So I wanted to expand our main base here. Instead of having to build up, I built this little staircase. So we have a staircase going down, and we're going to have a level up here. So expanded here. So we have a level up top so we can build up if we want to onto a second floor for all our machines. But if we go down, it's like a basement essentially. And yeah, it gives us plenty of room to work with machines. I'm probably going to section off and create rooms out of this instead of having this be one big old open area. I can, the stairs will run down here and this will run into a room, and then we can have like a little hallway maybe, or, this could be, or like this could be like the storage area where we'll put all our chests and our simple storage network and stuff. And then we can have like a big room for our crushing wheels here. And yeah, but progress is the word I'm looking for. Halted because I've pretty much ran out of spruce. I need to go and get more spruce trees, and I can't make that jump. So that's why there's no floor. And I basically outlined the walls so that, skeletons and zombies and stuff can't come in here. And then I started, outlining all this. And then I realized, I built this. I should have built this 2 out so we can easily run along here. I mean, it's 1, but, it's easy to just fall in. So I broke out this window, replaced it, and then we'll have a doorway here so we can get to the base. So I'm excited to see where this ends up taking us and how we end up doing with that. But yeah, other than that, what other updates do we have? Mining. Okay, let me tell you what. This is the worst mine ever. Okay, absolutely the worst. We're gonna go down here, and I'm gonna show you why. Also, I got rid of our Tetra pickaxe. I like Tetra, but having to stop and keep repairing my pickaxe was driving me nuts. So I just went with a regular iron pickaxe. If I want to get back into Tetra, if I create a diamond pickaxe, it resets all your honing and stuff anyway. So it didn't really matter. And I could just bulk make a bunch of, regular pickaxes. So I started mining this way. And first off, we have some diamonds here that I wanted to wait for you guys so we can get these diamonds. And yes, first off, we're right under the river. If you look on our map over here, that river runs all the way down to bedrock. Like if I swim up, I can swim all the way up to the top of that river. It is a very deep river. Second, there is like nothing. This area was driving me nuts because there is like the only ore was like coal ore. I have not found much of anything other than like this fiery ore. I started trying to strip mine, saw nothing. Did that, and did that all the way down all of this. I got like 2 iron out of all this, driving me insane trying to get all this done. And I didn't really go back that way because we have a cave there. So I moved our main mine. If you remember, we had the windswept cliffs. Oh, and also the backpack started working. As you can see, it just switched over to our axe. And if I switch over and mine this, it switched over to our pickaxe. Don't know what was up with that before. So we're gonna make the long climb up. But if you remember the windswept cliffs, I do not know why that was so hard to say, that I was getting my cobblestone from prior. I decided to create a mine there because I knew there was cobblestone. I had run into iron before and everything, so I was like, okay, this is probably a decent place to set this mine up and everything. I think maybe because this is like a BYG biome, the biomes you'll go, I think it just changes the origin too much and messes things up for us. So that's why I don't get a lot of ore there. But if we go to our windswept cliffs, and first off, this. What in God's name is this? I didn't see this before. But what is this? What is this? I don't even know what to do with it. Like, it has been here. It does not despawn. It has been here. It is red on our map, so it is an enemy. And yeah, I want nothing to do with that nasty thing. Like, just die, please. Burn up in the sun or something. Yeah, gross. Anyway, mine. So I came over here, dug us out a little area, realized I didn't make it centered. So our little mine hole here is like, not very centered in this room, but it's okay. We're not going to be here, super duper often. Hopefully, or at least not seeing this part. But anyway, so if we jump down here and look at our mine, you'll see here, there is a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Look, diamonds. There is copper, redstone. I found iron. Look, there's more diamonds all the way down there. If you can see that, there's more diamonds. There is some ender pearl ore, more diamonds. So yeah, absolutely moving our mine was the way to go. I wanted to leave all this stuff here for you guys so I could show you, we got all this stuff. So, and there's been a lot of copper, there's been a lot of iron, there's been a lot of lead, a lot of coal. I mean, like even just, I didn't do a whole lot of strip mining here. Look, we got emerald ore even. I really should have waited to break that emerald ore when I had fortune, but that's okay. I've gotten a lot of this stuff, but I wanted to show you guys all these diamonds. So yeah, look, I just, did a basic, simple, two high strip mine and then 2 over for all of this. And I did like 4 or 5 of these, and I've gotten like a couple stacks of iron from this. All kinds of stuff. Like, look, there's more diamonds. I'm going to wait for all those diamonds until I get fortune to break just because, I don't want to waste it. But yeah, look, there's ender pearl ore. So look, we just got 3 ender pearls, and that was probably affected by looting. So I could have, waited for that, but it's okay. Yeah, but look, this is just, I went there and then it was just, this stuff. I even missed this iron ore here just because I was, I saw those diamonds is what happened. Um, yeah, look, emerald ore, definitely. This was 100% probably the best decision that I had made so far in this pack was to just move our mine. It made things so much easier because let me tell you, I was setting up that mine in the other area and it was really getting frustrating not finding anything. So yeah, this is definitely the way to go. So this is now going to be our mine. And if we look in here, underground village, I did go on our map and find ourselves one of those underground villages. It is nighttime, so I would like to go back to our mine real quick before that skeleton that was chasing me comes. I figured out what those lightning strike sounds are too. Every night there is that lightning, and it spawns a boss mob from, is it Enigmatic? Is that the mod? Maybe, or maybe it's Apotheosis. I'm not entirely sure. It might be Apotheosis. But anyway, it spawns a boss mob that can drop, yeah, it's Apotheosis. It can drop loot that have these affixes on them. And then you can use these like tomes and stuff to remove the affixes. But the affixes are like special traits that the armor can have. Like they can, you can have a higher chance for a mob to drop its loot or roll its loot table twice or things like that. So anytime you hear those lightning strikes, if you want to, you can go hunting and find that mob and kill it. But anyway, now that it's daytime, we did find an underground village. If we look on our map, we discussed this last episode, but if you kind of look for these square things along like rivers or bodies of water, it kind of makes it a little easier to find them. I don't know, like there's probably another one. Oh, look, I did mark this one. Remember last episode, I could not find this marking for some reason. But we can remove that now. But yeah, so there's an underground village here. And you can just kind of scope out your map a little bit and see what you can find. And I don't know why this area is all of a sudden black. I explored. Well, whatever. Maybe I didn't explore that. But anyway, so if we go down in here, and you'll see that this is, there's a water source block there for some reason, but that tends to be the case. If we go in here, this is a underground village. There are villager beds all over the place. So we have that. There are a lot of villagers running around. And this place is pretty darn cool. It actually looks really nice. It's multi-storied. And there are, like I said, a lot of villagers around this place. Yeah. I guess they tried to make an iron golem. I'm not sure what happened there. But yeah, we got villagers galore if we need them, and we will want them for, setting up like a villager trading hall and, trading for emeralds and good enchants and stuff like that, because we're going to want some good enchants. They got jail cells set up. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm lost. I don't remember where I came in. I probably should have. There we go. Okay. I'm exploring more because I don't know where I'm at. Please, somebody help me. Yeah, villager trading hall or villager underground village is what I'm trying to say. And like it said, it goes even lower levels. So look at this nice little pretty garden that they have set up. Cats, so there's no creepers and all kinds of stuff. They're pretty dang cool. So what I'm going to end up doing is moving this waystone underground, but I wanted to show you what you're looking for when if you're out playing and you're looking, you want to look for a structure, something like this. So let's go ahead and go down here and place this bad boy center. Underground village. Cool. Yeah. Also, it was pointed out to me in a couple comments that there is tree mining. You don't need vein mining to chop down an entire tree. You just have to hold shift when you're chopping down a tree. So if I go to this tree, for example, this oak tree with some apples, it looks like. If I hold shift and then chop down the tree, it should chop down the whole tree. So yeah, that was me derping that up. I wonder if it works on this giant tree. Oh, it did. It absolutely did. Now the question becomes, do you need an axe for it, or does it work without an axe? Does not work without an axe. So we'll just go ahead and place that back. So yeah, good to know. Oh, and also looks like it replants some of the saplings for you too. Did it plant a sapling for this one? No, no. And now we just have a floating tree because for some reason this isn't decaying. I don't see any wood though. Um, yeah, whatever. But that takes care of trees, so we can chop down trees easier. I was going to set up create because create has the yeah, look at those dragons over there. I'm so nervous about going over to that area anytime because there's three of them drakes. They're not dragons, they're drakes. Um, Part of the Draconis family, I would say. I don't know. I don't know my medieval creatures Latin family trees. So yeah, but anyway, let's go ahead and drop this off and let's get into some of the meat of this episode and actually do some work. So, as you can see here from our mining, we have some raw iron that we have gotten. Also, I realized too, last episode when I was looking for iron, I was only looking for these raw iron chunks, but apparently, like the limestone iron ore does not drop as a chunk. It drops as the ore, just like standard Minecraft does. So we have a bunch of this limestone ore, this arid rock. We have gold ore. We have lead. We have zinc. And then we have raw iron, gold, silver, copper. We got quite a bit of stuff from our mining expeditions. And I think, is that it? It's hard to know because you can't just search for raw iron or ore. You kind of have to do both, which is just a slight bit of a pain. Look, there's lead ore. And yeah, and we got the netherite scrap from one of those villagers. So there's our ores. So what we need to do is start working on processing some of these. How are we doing on our daylight? I don't know if I want to necessarily process all of this in Tinkers. I do need some of it though. What is in you right now? You have 1 ingot of molten pewter. Go ahead and cast that out for me. And then what I do want to do, I think I'm going to set up another casting table, and we're going to set up like a poor man's automation of Tinkers here real quick. And this does double our ore, so we can go ahead and actually, we'll just run most of this through. I don't see why we couldn't. Let's keep some of this in because eventually I do want to get a create setup going, and that should just about triple our ore if we set this up properly with create. And we crush. Does this not? Wait a minute. Yeah. Oh, the silver doesn't have a crushing recipe. So this is going to create, 1 crushed ore with a chance to get 2 more. And then from the crushed ore, what it does is if you wash it, it creates 10 nuggets. So if you get lucky, you get 3 crushed ores, you'll get 3 plus the potential for 5. I mean, it's anywhere between 3 and 5xing your ore by using create and then washing it. So good to be conservative with it, but apparently silver doesn't. So we don't have to worry about that. I know lead should, so should zinc. And I don't know if we actually need any lead right now, but we will need some zinc. And then all of this extra stuff can go in there. And there's our pewter ingot. So anyway, what I wanted to do is grab a casting table. And we're going to grab a lever. I need 2 of these, please. Just standard Minecraft lever. We're going to need hoppers. I need 2 hoppers. 2 more hoppers. We're going to want chests. 2 chests will work fine. Maybe let's do 4 so we can set up a double chest because we are going to end up with a bunch. And 2 more for the top. And I think that should be all we need for this poor man's automation of Tinkers real quick. And honestly, I don't even know why I'm saying poor man's. It's actually a fairly decent automation of Tinkers. It's not like, anything. It's pretty standard. It's just not going to look the greatest. But if we put this hopper here and then we swap this guy out for a casting table, we need to make another casting ingot. So I'll need some of this gold here real quick. Do I have an ingot on me? I don't. That's one thing I forgot. And I know, yes, we need to get working on getting our Tinker's hammer so I can make stuff going better, but we also need gold and resources for that. Let's grab, do I have an ingot of iron? I'll take that pewter ingot I just made. We can make that again. This is actually probably wasteful because this is like a copper and a lead to do this, but hey, whatever. So we're going to put our raw gold in there, and then we should get 2 ingots from this, and that will confirm that this is ore doubling. We could also go into here and go look at our melting, and we can see in a smeltery you will get 2 ingots. So yeah, I mean, that's a way to know too. But we're going to put this at the bottom, and we're going to go ahead and cast. Go ahead and cast out. Why did... Okay. Excuse me. Is it not accepting the pewter ingot as a valid ingot to cast onto? Potentially. So let's just grab a standard iron ingot. And since it took so long, let's go ahead and take a nap. And honestly, we can just jump off the back of our house. Do I have my sleeping bag on me? Yes. There we go. Okay. So a iron ingot will work, correct? Yes. So we can put this here. And then what we want to do is set up hoppers underneath this. So we're going to just, break this, and you can see it switch to our shovel. We're going to want to set up our double chests. Nighttime yet? Yes. Takes so long to sleep. So we're going to do this and this, and then this and this. We're going to want to set our hopper up pointing at our chests. And then we can put this double chest on top of this hopper. And I don't know if we necessarily need a double chest for this. I don't like the way that faced, though, so we're going to try and fix it. See how this works. I'm going to have to jump on top of the chest, on top of the hopper, and there we go. Okay. So all we have to do now is place our ore in here, and it's going to go ahead and start smelting inside of here, right? And then if we give this a redstone signal, which we can use, I don't know if we can put it on this side, but we'll find out. Let's see. If we put the lever here and give it a redstone signal, yes, it'll automatically start casting. So we can do it on both sides. And as it gets ingots, it'll start casting. The ingot should get pulled out and dropped into a chest for us automatically. Now, you can do this with blocks if you wanted to. You could set this up so it could pull out the full blocks, and then you can break those blocks down. But then the problem becomes that you need to have, 9 ingots in here instead of having the, individual, ingots come out. So if you don't math this out correctly, you'll end up with extra. And yes, you could just set up the ingot table and do it that way and yada yada yada. But what'll end up happening is you'll end up with a mixture inside, or you'll end up with like 2 ingots of iron in your basin. And then we have to do what we did last episode and get the ingot tank and then hook the ingot tank back up and then pipe it back into here so we can cast it out. It's just a lot of work. So we're just going to do it this way. And it'll work. It'll work perfectly for us and with no issues. So all of that will get, dumped into the hopper, and the hopper, it'll all get smelted as it goes and get us our ingots. And it's doubling all of our ore for us. So we'll let that run. Now what I want to do is a couple things. First off, we need sheep, right? Or we need wool. I'm going to be making a windmill, and in order to make a windmill, we're going to need a bunch of wool, 128 blocks of wool to be exact. So I need to work on getting a sheep automated sheep shearing. So I need a couple things for this. I've never done this before, but I've watched other people do it. So I'm going to go ahead and try this out myself. So we need some shears. We're going to need an observer, which does require quartz, but luckily we had been to the nether and we had gotten some. We're going to need a dispenser. Yes, I believe. Do I have the string for this? I do. I just don't have a dropper. Okay, there's a dispenser. We're going to need glass. We're going to need... Let's get a lantern. I like the look of a lantern. Just a standard Minecraft lantern. By the way, Feral Flare Lanterns is in this pack. We will be using Feral Flare Lanterns for lighting up our base. Oh, come on. Give me an iron ingot. I am out of iron ingots. No, I'm not. I just have all my iron ingots out here now. Oop, let's not jump into the... Cool. So look, we already got 40 iron from that. Okay, now we have iron. What was it that I was making, though? That's a good question. I was making a lantern. This is not necessarily part of the process, but it is right now. Not the hashtag or the Octothorpe, as it was called back in the olden days. So there we go. We have a lantern. We have a dispenser. We have an observer. I need a minecart with a hopper. Minecart with hopper. So we need this. Can I can. So let's just make the minecart and then make the hopper. Let's make the hopper. The one thing I'm going to miss from this pack is automation. Being able to autocraft, teach recipes to the system to make it for me. So there's a Minecraft with a hopper. We're going to need a piston. Just a standard Minecraft piston. We're going to need a lever. And I think that's everything. So let's go ahead and set this up. So what we want to do is first set this area up and then get our sheep in it. And where do we want to set this up at? Kind of, sort of, somewhere relatively easy to access, but where it also makes sense to set up. I mean, like, would it make sense to put it like over here? It's still in our farming area, but separate. I think so. Oh, and I want to make it look nice-ish. As best I can. Running out of time to finish this episode, though. So let me go ahead and let's grab some standard Baobomb. I meant to do that. Let's grab Baobomb planks. Let's grab some slabs. And I need some more planks. Because I want to make a stair. Something like this. Okay. Let's see how this looks. So what we're going to do is set this up. We're going to put this will kind of be our backing of this. Like that. And then we can put a stair here. Put like a slab here. And then our lantern can hang off of that. Yeah. Yeah. I think this... Does this need to be the observer? Oh, I don't know. That's my vein mining axe. Don't use that. Because what we're going to do is we're going to set this up, right? So we're going to have glass here. Yeah, that's going to have to be the observer there. And the observer is going to need to face the sheep. Is that correct? Oh, goodness. I'm going to have to go look this up now. I can't remember. I think it faces the sheep so it can detect the block change. Yeah, okay. And then we're going to set up a... Oh, I need another hopper. Give me a hopper, quick. No, which means I'm going to need a chest. Give me a regular Minecraft chest. Thank you. Hopper. What is this hopper? Golden hopper. That's a crafting table. Son of a gun. Should just convert all those quark chests over. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Night is arriving. Running out of time. Go, go, go. Okay, it's fine if we're over a minute. You guys aren't going to care, are you? Okay, so what we have to do is set this up such that the hopper sits here, and we need a chest, which I didn't put down, but we can just put a piece of dirt here, and we can have the hopper attached to the dirt. Right? Yeah, so that way at least it'll output that direction. So then we're going to take our rail that I forgot to grab, son of a biscuit. Well, I guess while we're here, we can get a chest, right? Or we can get a drawer. I'll end up getting a drawer later. We'll grab the chest for now. And then a rail. Just a standard Minecraft rail. And then we come back down. What we want to do is place this rail such that it is on top of the hopper, like that. We're going to take our Minecraft or our cart with a hopper and place it on top, right? And then we are going to place we're going to get rid of this for the moment. We're going to place a piece of dirt. We're going to place no, we're not going to place a piece of dirt. We're going to place a piece of dirt here. We're going to place a piston such that it faces into that piece of dirt, which is not the way that I placed it now. Shift click? No, I'm going to have to jump and do this. Or we can do it like this. Duh. Like this. Get your lever. Put your lever here. Kick it. And oh, I forgot. I have to turn the lever off. We have to break the rail so that the cart falls a little bit. There we go. And then if we give it a lever, bam, it'll push the piece of dirt into there. And then we can break this. We can take the piston with us. And we're done with that. So what that'll do is put the piece of dirt there. And so then anything that falls on top of this, so if we throw this, which our magnet is on, so it's not letting me throw. But maybe now it will. Yes. So anything that lands on there, bam, will end up in our hopper, which will then get fed into a chest, right? So if I throw this stair on there, stair will end up in the chest. Then what we need to do is finish covering this up with glass. So, and it's very important that you keep this as grass here because it will allow the grass inside of there to grow, which is what the sheep is going to eat and produce the wool. So really I could set this up a little bit better, maybe a minecart hopper train sort of thing. But for now, this is how we're going to do this. We're going to place our lantern back, and then we need to grab a sheep. We also need to take a nap. Okay, the harvest moon rises. Oh, while I was doing my building, I got a super harvest moon at one point, which is supposed to make your crops grow even crazier. It's supposed to be an intense harvest moon. Did I do this enough high enough? We'll find out. That hole's probably going to be an issue. Go down for a minute. Let me fill this hole in. Hey, come back. Come back. What we want to do is get our sheep to fall into the hole and then just block him off so he can't do anything. And when the sheep eats... Oh, I did set this up wrong. I forgot about the dispenser. The dispenser is what needs to be in front. I believe the observer needs to go down one block lower. Let me check this real quick. I will be right back. We're going to finish off with this being done. Yes, and my assessment is correct. So I need the observer to be here. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but the observer probably just all ended up in there. But we can get the dispenser set up then. The dispenser needs to be set up facing the other way. It's kind of hard without a wrench to actually fix all this. Mr. Sheep, you got to come out of there. We're going to need another sheep. Come on over. Just chill here for a minute, okay? I messed up. I'm sorry. Come on, go in. Okay. So, and now we got to break all this glass. At least quark is in here. We can recover some of the glass. So the observer needs to sit. I should have made this a barrel. I'll do that in between episodes too. Things you remember when you are setting things like this up. So the observer needs to go here facing this block, because what will happen is when this grass gets eaten by the sheep, the observer will trigger the redstone signal, which will trigger the dispenser that we're going to set up right here with the shears. It'll trigger the dispenser to shear the sheep, drop the wool. Wool ends up in there. Bam, bam, bam. All good to go. That lag spike just messed that up. And now we're good to grab our sheep again. Where'd you go? Did you run away? You didn't actually go very far. So come back over here. Drop you in there. Block you off so you can't access anything. And then as soon as the sheep eats the grass, it will do the thing. And you shouldn't be able to get out. That lantern's there. You won't be able to get out. So eat your grass. Do the thing. Don't prove me a liar. I know you're hungry. You did just eat, but eat again. And show me the wool. Show me the wool. Maybe let's just do the thing. Maybe now he'll eat some more. But anyway, so that's what's going to happen. Bam. And then it ends up in here. And we need that to happen 127 more times so we can get all the wool that we're going to need for create. So basically, that's where we're at with this. I just want to see this sheep eat that piece of grass and validate my existence with this structure, or at least the structure's existence. Maybe, what if we break that one? You know, we don't necessarily need all of this glass. We just need the glass that's protecting the sheep. And you want all of this to be, you know, like I said, you want this grass to be available so that lights back up, or that grows again. So, oh, you know what? Well, no, I was going to say that sheep should be eating. Eat your food. Do it. All right, well, he's not hungry apparently, so he'll eat eventually, hopefully at some point. But anyway, that is wrapping up point for this episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. And thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.